I'm going to talk to you a little bit about a coin cell power board. Now, we might have to zoom in a little bit just to see this clearer. This has got an LED on at the moment. I've just put that on for demonstration purposes. You buy this as a kit, you don't normally get this, and it comes as a bag of parts. So you get the PCB, you get a switch, you get the coin cell holder, and you also get the coin cell itself. And the reason we've kind of created this is that we've often been asked for miniature or smaller power sources to use with our kits. A lot of the kits, for instance, the bike light comes with a 2AA battery holder. To hold 2 batteries gives you the 3-volt power source, but the AA batteries are quite bulky, so people have asked us for something that's a smaller way of powering kits, and so we've created this. So literally, this is a 3-volt power source. So once it's built, you've got 2 connection points here where you can connect the wires, and that can go on and connect to the circuit you wish to power. So it could be a bike light, or it could be anything else. In this instance, what I've done is I've actually soldered a white LED into those power points. So when I turn this on, you can see it's like a little torch. So I mean, you could use it literally as to build your own small torch, but this could go on and power a string of LEDs or a kit or anything else. So yeah, it's just basically a miniature power source. So it's we've already sold quite a lot of these. People use them with all kinds of different things, but in an instance where they don't want a big traditional battery pack, they want something smaller to power their kit. So while I've got this out, I thought it'd be nice to show you these new vibrating motors that we have. The reason I thought I'd show you with this is that these are 3-volt motors. So it's a small motor with a red and black lead, and then if you can see on the end here, there's a off-center weight. So these are the kind of things you get in your mobile phone, or in older style pages, or in some kind of device like an Xbox or a PlayStation controller where it vibrates. Because what happens is when the motor spins, because the motor's offset, the weight on the end of the motor is off-center, it causes a vibrating action. So I'm sure there's lots of interesting things you could do with these. I'm going to attempt to connect this to my 3-volt power source with these clips so you can see it in kind of action. Not quite sure how well it's going to come across on video, but you might be able to get the kind of feeling for it. We've actually got a small little project that's going to use these motors, which we're hoping to have done before Christmas. But we're currently working with some other designers on that, so as soon as that's finished, these wires are a little bit smaller, probably should have soldered on. So I'll turn this on. Just kind of bouncing around. So even though it's a very small motor, it's got quite a big feedback to it. I think you'd be quite surprised how we all see that shaking of it. So yeah, I mean, use them for lots of different things. I'm sure you can think of as many ideas as we can, but so certainly we've got our own project that's going to be using these, which will be I'm hoping ready before Christmas, but it might be the new year now before we release it. But keep an eye out for that. But I'm sure you can come up with lots of your own ideas. You might build it into a PIC project as some kind of feedback device, or you could use it in lots of different ways, I'm sure. Okay.